Have you ever tried to click a link in a tooltip only to have it disappear right before your eyes? It's frustrating, isn't it? If you face this issue while using Bootstrap Tooltips, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to solve this problem together. I completely understand your frustration. You want to provide helpful information through tooltips, but when they vanish too quickly, it defeats the purpose. You're definitely not alone in this. Many developers encounter this issue. Let's dive into the specific question at hand. One user asked, how can I make a tooltip in Bootstrap that allows users to click a link without it disappearing? They mentioned that their tooltip text contains an HTML link, but when users hover over it, the tooltip disappears before they can click. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what's happening here? The default behavior of Bootstrap Tooltips is to disappear when the mouse leaves the trigger element. This can be problematic when your tooltip contains interactive elements like links. We'll break down how to adjust this behavior. And stick around. I have a great solution at the end that will not only fix this issue, but also enhance your user experience. You won't want to miss it. To allow users to click on a link within the tooltip, the user needs to change the tooltip trigger from hover to focus. This way, the tooltip will remain visible when the user hovers over it. Next, the user should ensure that the tooltip remains visible when the mouse hovers over the tooltip text. This can be achieved by adding a mouse enter event to the tooltip. Now, the user needs to handle the mouse leave event to hide the tooltip only when the mouse leaves both the tooltip and the target element. This prevents the tooltip from disappearing too quickly. Finally, the user should test the implementation to ensure that the tooltip behaves as expected. They can do this by hovering over the tooltip trigger and clicking the link within the tooltip. Fun fact, did you know that tooltips have been around since the early days of web design? They were created to help users navigate complex interfaces. Now we can make them even more interactive. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by another user involves using Bootstrap version 4.1.3. They suggest utilizing documented events without any patching. The approach includes tracking mouse hover over the tooltip to prevent it from disappearing when the user tries to click a link inside it. Let's move forward and look at another answer. An alternative solution proposed by another user involves adding a time gap to prevent the tooltip from disappearing too quickly. This method modifies the default behavior of the tooltip, allowing users to hover over the tooltip text and click on links without interruption. The user suggests using the popover component instead of the tooltip. They provide a code snippet that sets up a popover with a delay for showing and hiding, allowing users to interact with the link inside the popover. Here's the pro tip I promised. Consider using a delay before the tooltip disappears. This gives users a little extra time to interact with the content. You can set this up using the delay option in Bootstrap. And there you have it. Your tooltips should now allow users to click links without disappearing. Remember, enhancing user experience is key. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips, and don't forget to check out our next video on advanced Bootstrap features.